Well, this time round, what are we going to talk about? The change in templates. We are
Okay.
moving. We
hmm
are moving from a third dimensional reality or from a density one reality to a density two reality, and entering into, as we begin to pick up fifth dimensional consciousness, we're entering into the lower harmonics of the fourth dimension.
hmm
This is bringing template changes,
hmm
our base design, as it were. And part of this is chakras, isn't it?
It is indeed, yeah. It was really interesting because in around September, October time last year, there was a massive finalization of multiple junctures of time, contracts, agreements, cycles, all coming to an end point. And it was through this time period, there was the disintegration or the dissolving of the chakra membrane that went down. And this wasn't kind of just an individual experience. It was a big collective experience. Now, what happens through that when we were coming into a completion cycle, which led actually up towards the 2024 election? The election point, I it kind of ended around the 15th or 16th, or a big chunk of it ended around the 15th or 16th of October, but then carried on with mass integration up towards Christmas time, really, when everything started to shift towards the winter solstice. So what went down around that period was the breakdown of everything that you've not got your hands on, not understood, was brought to the surface, and this is like very, very difficult information to digest. It is, but it's managed in a way that you were able to cope with it.
Mm.
So, um, as that was occurring, the hidden information that was concealed within the membrane updated the field to bring the unconscious to the conscious very, very quickly, very rapidly. And this allowed you to kind of gather a completely new perspective on the situation and deal with the things that were causing the most grief from childhood. Now, as that membrane breaks down, this was a jump into the higher harmonic.
Yeah.
It was, and when we jump into the higher harmonic, this, I mean, the whole template changes, everything bloody changes with this, because when we're operating from a third dimensional reality, we're actually based on a lunar principle. So we can look at the lunar zodiac cycle within this, the 12 points on the lunar zodiac, sorry. So jump into the
Let's do that next. Let's look at
yeah,
that.
the fifth dimensional template, we're looking at a solar zodiac imprint. Now, the solar zodiac imprint has a 13 signs, which is the 13 dimensions, even though there are kind of 15, depending on the model you're looking at. Um, this 13th sign, Ophiuchus, comes in, and this is the resurrection period. This is the kind of other ascending symbol. Um, and as we kind of reposition to this new template, this brings the soul body, the soul consciousness into the limelight. I don't want to say it overrides the personality because it absorbs the personality up
Yes,
to become one.
isn't
Okay.
it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So what's this doing to our chakras? I mean, most people are very familiar with the seven personal chakra systems that run from the root up to the crown. And then there's a whole series of transpersonal chakras that sit beyond that.
Yeah.
You know, chakras are part of our template, and as you say, our template is shifting, it's moving. It's so what is
hmm
with the first, second, and third dimensional chakras?
First, second, and third dimensional chakras in a fifth dimensional reality, they're going to be more so absorbed into the soul one. And this is not to let go of the information that comes through them because we still need to process certain types of information that are corresponding to the personality. Um, as we change from form of physical matter to a etheric physical carbon, crystalline, silicate, the whole light body system changes with that. When you're still in your physical format, you're going to still have your chakras, right? And then this gradually over time goes through a process of change. Some people it's already kind of started to and will carry on doing so. But the information then gets processed through the information of the personality then gets processed through the soul because two become one.
Yeah.
That's kind of what I interpret and feel with this situation.
That's a
I
lovely
feel
thing, actually, to become one. It's
yeah, just like the Spice Girls. Yeah. Sorry. I had to put that one in there. Yeah, it is a big change and it's not taking anything away from the original chakra system because as you are still informed, it will do that. But as we're moving more into the soul body, the information they merge together because the personality becomes integrated after it's shedded the false layers of the personality to become its truth.
yeah, because I mean that's so much better said. I've heard somebody say, "Oh, you're losing your lower chakras." We're
Yeah.
not losing our lower chakras. They are
No.
grading themselves into a
Yeah.
more unified
Yeah.
way of being and merging into the higher chakras effectively. So all of them will be working from this higher iteration.
Absolutely. Yeah. You don't ever lose your chakras because your chakras operate to rehabilitate the dimensional strands of DNA. Or the information that runs through those chakras runs into the strands and
Yeah.
this updates and rehabilitates those strands of information.
Mm.
And those strands of information also correspond to root races as well, the original root races. So yeah,
Mm.
that's where that's at.
Well, hopefully that's cleared that up.
Yeah,
Yeah, anything else you want to say, or shall we
I'm
leave?
good with that one. Yeah, lovely.
It's fine.
Perfect. All right. Thanks, everyone. If you do like these, give us a like and a subscribe. I'll leave Saira's details down beneath. Lots of love.